welcome everyone here today with our national anthem, which will be followed by some speeches, and then we will have the ardas, and then the ceremony for the Kesri Nishan set to go up.
जी आओ सारी संगतां ने नाल शब्द पढ़ने का यत्न करना ते जयकारे की गूंज में आपां निशान साहब चढ़ाना है। सारी संगतां ने गज बज के फतेह का जवाब फतेह भेज देना जी। शब्द जान कराए अपनी जीत करो इस जयकार अपनी जीत करो बोले सोनिहा जब आपकी ओर निदान शुभ कर मन पे कबहू न डरो शुभ कर मन पे कबहू न डरो पुरजा पुरजा तक मरे कबू न छाड़े के कबू न छाड़े के कबू न छाड़े के
Distinguished guests, the Right Honourable Mayor of Southampton, Councillor Les Harris, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Council of Southampton Gurdwara, I would like to warmly welcome you all to the Vaisakhi raising ceremony here at the Civic Centre. Vaisakhi is one of the most important dates in the Sikh calendar. Sikhs celebrate Vaisakhi for two reasons. When they harvest their crop, celebrate the creation of the Sikh nation, known as the Khalsa Panth, Community of the Pure, by Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th and last living Guru of the Sikhs, at a Vaisakhi gathering in 1699 at Keskar Sahib in Anandpur, Punjab. Followers from all over India came to meet Guru Gobind Singh Ji for this gathering. When all were expecting to hear words of comfort, Guru Gobind Singh Ji emerged from a tent with a sword and asked for volunteers to offer life for his faith. A young Sikh volunteered. He followed the Guru into a tent. Shortly after, the Guru reappeared, alone with his sword covered in blood, and asked for a second volunteer. Another Sikh stepped forward, and again the Guru took him into a tent and reappeared alone, his sword covered in blood. Alive and well, and dressed in turbans and adorned by the 5 Ks, the symbols that have since become the Sikh identity. This was a test, Guru Gobind Singh Ji explained, to see who was brave, and the 5 baptized Sikhs to baptize him, hence introducing the concept of equality between master. Following this ceremony, the Khalsa Panth was established. In an end to move social occupation and gave them new names, the men were called Singh, which means lion, a reminder of the need for courage, and the women were called Kaur, meaning princess, to emphasize dignity. Kes, Ganga, Gada, Kirpan, Kacha. Today the Sikhs believe in the holy scriptures, the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. The Guru Granth Sahib Ji is our living Guru and is treated with the utmost respect and enjoys the highest authority amongst the Sikhs. Sikhs have served in 2 great wars. 84,000 turban Sikhs sacrificed their lives and many more are injured fighting shoulder to shoulder with the British more than any other community in comparison to their numbers. and help to change the contributions of Sikhs is global. There are over 58,000 Gurdwara worldwide which produce over 6 million free langar meals every day. The Sikh community is one of the oldest communities in this city and is now spreading rapidly throughout Southampton and Hampshire, but its Gurdwara remain the centre for culture and social as well as religious life. Young British Sikhs, many of you who are here today, come from all walks of life. They present in different professions and many run their own businesses in the city and are actually actively involved in this local community and the City Council. Today, the challenge for these young Sikhs is to try and build upon the teachings of the Gurus and to learn to live by the principles and the discipline laid down by our Gurus. Sikhs believe that all human beings belong to one race, humanity. I would also like to personally congratulate everybody part of the community on Vaisakhi and hope our community, built on the foundations by our fathers, mothers, grandparents, continues to strive through the younger generations. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'd like to thank our Banji for giving such an informative speech on Vaisakhi and Sikhs and the contribution the Sikhs made, not just in this country, but all around the world. So, on प्यारी साथ संगत जीओ, अरदास होवेगी. हाँ जी, sorry. Can I invite the Lord Worship Mayor of Southampton, Les Harris, just to say a few words on this special occasion.
I think you can have another one. Two sides. That's okay, right?
Good morning and welcome to this Vaisakhi celebration and raising of the Nab flag. This is a special day of celebration, the Sikhs' holiest day. Southampton is proud to have a very strong and active Sikh community, which is now an intrinsic part of our city and of which we highly value. We can look forward to a very colourful parade with some vibrant music. Thank you very much for inviting me here on behalf of the city to share the start of the day with you. I know it's going to be enjoyable and significant for all. So once again, on behalf of Southampton, welcome and thank you for the invitation.
I'd like to thank the Mayor of Southampton for his kind words on this occasion. ਹੁਣ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਤੋਂ ਉਪਰੰਤ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਕੇਸਰੀ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਉਹ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਮੁੱਚੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋਣਾ ਮਨੋਵਰਤੀ ਇਕਾਗਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸੰਗਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਬਾਹੋ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਸੁਣੀ ਜਾਵੇ ਜੀ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਪੰਥ ਦੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰੀਏ ਜੀ खुदा के अरदास मारी जी कोई ना न जाने मेरा वाहिगुरु को नानक सावे कोई ना न जाने गुरु जी की फतेह श्री भगवती जी सहाय वार श्री भगवती जी की पातशाही 10वीं प्रथम भगवती सिमर कै गुरु नानक लई ध्याए फिर अंगद गुरते अमरदास रामदासे हुए सहाय 10वें पातशाह साहिब श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहिब जी सब थाई हुए सहाय 10 पातशाहियां जिदे आत्मिक स्वरूप धन 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 साहिब श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी दे पास श्री अकाल बोले सो निहारे
इधर ही छो उधर
पंथ की जीत कुर्बान करेगा, धूल पे निशान रहेंगे,
संत महाराज के
पे निशान रहेंगे,
संत महाराज के इधर बोलो मेरा खड़ा है, मैं तो बोलो इधर स्पीक कर लो।
हाँ जी, वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की
गुरु घर जाना है, उत्थे जो नगर कीर्तन जो स्पीचा सभा बना भी शुरू हुई गुरुद्वारा सिंह सभा से लंगर पानी करके सारे ने तैयार हो गए अपने नगर कीर्तन में शामिल होना जी। सारे का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद है जी। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। सब तो पहला जो कि वाजेकॉम टीवी है, मैं उन्होंने इतने साउथहैम्पटन विखे आया जी हाँ कहता हाँ, वेलकम करते हैं। तो नाल ही जो खालसा पंथ सिरजना दिवस संगतां मना रही धूम धाम सारे संसार भर में, तो सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ बहुत बहुत लख लख बधाई होवे। जो महाराज कृपा गुरु गोबिंद सिंह जी ने की आनंदपुर साहिब विखे श्री ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ छका के ਸਿੰਘ सजाए, ਸਿੰਘ शेर बनाए, बीबियां ਨੂੰ भी नाल पूरा दर्जा दिता। तो आप जी जो इस साउथहैम्पटन ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਜ ਸਿਵਿਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਵਿਖੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਚੜਾ ਕੇ ਆਰੰਭ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਗੱਤਕਾ ਖੇਡਿਆ, ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਕੋਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ। ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਆ ਕੇ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਸਿਵਿਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਮੇਨ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਚੜਾਏ ਹਨ। ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹਨ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਸੁਣੋ, ਤੇ ਇੱਧਰ MP ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹਨ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣਗੇ ਜੀ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਦੀ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਹਾੜੇ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ, ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਨੂੰ, ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਖ ਲੱਖ ਵਧਾਈ ਹੋਵੇ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੋਕਲ ਕੌਂਸਲਰ ਬੀਵਸ ਔਰ ਬਾਗੜ ਵਾਰਡ ਦੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਬੀਵਸ ਦੇ ਔਰ ਬਾਗੜ ਦੇ ਵਾਰਡ ਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੌਂਸਲਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ 30 ਸਾਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ। This is Councillor Burke. Councillor Burke, welcome.
Hello David, welcome. Happy Vaisakhi to you.
Happy Vaisakhi to you as well, sir. We've been doing the flag raising ceremony for over 25 years. How do you think it's gone today?
It's gone very well as usual. It's getting better and better every year. More and more people involved. I thought the speech today was excellent in explaining where we are and what we're doing today. And I think it's a credit to the city that the Sikh community come together in this time and celebrate their religion, their beliefs with us, and explain to us what they do. And I think it's fabulous.
And can you just tell us a little bit about the contribution that the Sikh community has made in Southampton?
Oh, tremendous contribution in terms of business, education, community cohesion, bringing people together. Lots of the time we've had problems in the past, as cities do, that we've gone to the Gurdwaras, the Council of Gurdwaras, for advice and information, and we've worked together, talked together, and the children of the city now accept the fact this is a multicultural city, and I think the Sikh community have been at the forefront of that. I've been a councillor for 26 years, and there's always been a good Sikh community here working with us.
Derek, well, I can say that you're a very, very humble councillor. You've worked very, very hard for our community, and we thank you so much. I understand you're retiring as well.
3rd of May, I stand in and going to have some time with the wife and family.
But I will understand that you will always be joining us in these Sikh festivals.
Can't keep me away from this. It's fabulous. Thank you.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਪਰ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਫੋਕਸ ਆ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਆਟੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤਾਂ ਚੱਲ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਦਾ ਜਸ਼ਨ ਮਨਾਉਣ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ। I don't know how good that was, but it was my attempt. Good morning everybody, welcome to the Sparky celebrations the Southampton way. I'm very honoured to have been asked to speak to you today. I've served Neighbourhood Inspector now for over 18 months, and I've been welcomed in your temples, shared in your prayers, met many of you on Sunday services, planning meetings, spoken with you and sometimes even danced with you at community events. I've eaten with many of you, your friends and your families, and I'm very proud to celebrate Vaisakhi with you once again today. We live in a very diverse but cohesive and inclusive community in Southampton. Our strong relationships, open communications and joint working makes our city a beacon to the rest of our two counties in my view, and it really shines a light.
As you heard, I'm Satya Kaur, Councillor, Cabinet Member for Communities, which means I represent all of Southampton's communities, but nothing makes me prouder to represent my own community, this community. I am born and bred from this area, and I've attended our Gurdwara and come to Vaisakhi every single year. I think this is the first Vaisakhi I've come to where it's actually rained, which is unfortunate, but I just like to say how humbling it is to represent the Sikh community. And throughout the year, many of you have come to me with your issues, and most recently a lot of them have been around discrimination and hate incidences. And the Sikh community have a long, proud history to root out and defeat hate. And we did that by coming together and standing united. And I am sure today we can equally unite and stand together to root out hate in our city, because that's not the Southampton I know. And that's not the Southampton that we collectively help build. Nothing makes me prouder to be a Sikh in Southampton than on days like today. And Vaisakhi and another Kirtan is about all of us coming together from all our different walks of life to celebrate the contributions Sikhs have made to Southampton, and those Sikh values and principles we live by every single day. We remember, you've already heard Johnny, who we commonly know him as, for his contribution to this community and community relations throughout the city. We remember Del Singh, who dedicated his life to fighting injustice around the world. But today we feed the poor and the most vulnerable with our seva and our langars and all our gurdwara, and Southampton Sikh Seva have fed hundreds of homeless people throughout the year. We raise thousands for a new cancer unit at Southampton General Hospital. We have policemen and women that are Sikh that work hard to protect us day in and day out. We've got Sikh business owners who grow our local economy, teachers and lawyers, and the list is endless. And the Sikh community is united and has become part of the beating heart of Southampton with everyone else, and long may that continue, because it makes Southampton and our community the great place it is. I wanted to wish everyone a Vaisakhi and hope you have a really amazing day and enjoy the day, but end by thanking, like everyone else has, everyone that has helped bring this together. So thank you very much, and all of those of you that aren't Sikh that have come to celebrate this with us. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Done that on a number of years, as I have been reminded by my friend Satya Kaur, that I do on these occasions say two things. Firstly, just how many Vaisakhis have passed my way. I heard this morning that 29, I think I've been to pretty much every one of those. It gets better every year, but the one thing I can't say this year is it's not raining. So I have managed to sort myself out of that equation, but I do hope that the parade this afternoon proceeds despite the rain in the joyous and exuberant way that it does every year, and marks such an important part now of Southampton's calendar, and underlining just what an important contribution the Sikh community makes to our city. And I've been privileged and proud to have worked with very many of you over the years towards that goal, which I think really is proceeding at pace as far as Southampton is concerned. And in that context, I would just like to remember also and add my words of remembrance to John Roth for all that he did for that purpose. I think will be greatly missed by everybody concerned. So I wish everyone a really happy and prosperous and peaceful and productive Vaisakhi today. I hope that the proceedings will go well despite the weather. I do note finally that the entire route of the procession today is entirely through my constituency, Southampton Test. So that's an added bonus for everyone today. Have a good Vaisakhi. I hope things go very well for everybody today and indeed for the year coming.
There's a bus over there blocking the traffic, so if I can get the if the bus driver to please move the bus. Can I now call Councillor Derek Burt to come and say a few words? Just for your information, Derek is retiring very soon now, and he's served our community for over 2 decades, and he's attended most of our Vaisakhi processions, and he's been a great supporter of the Sikh community in Southampton.
Thank you, Lucky. Happy Vaisakhi, everybody. First of all, I'd like condolences and thoughts and memories for John and Dale. I worked with them both very closely in this community when I was first a councillor, and they were great support and guidance to me. Also, my personal thanks for all the support and help over the last 26 years the Sikh community has given me around for Vaisakhi, not for this list, but the best events in the calendar. But just want to say, a small little thing, we've got a bloke coming on the top here, who's going to come after me, hopefully we'll support him as well. But once again, thank you for the tremendous support, help, guidance and influence you've given me for the last 26 years. Thank you very much indeed.
Can I, just for one, John's
Thank you, Derek. Hello and Sat Sri Akal. First of all, I'd like to thank the organisers for giving me the opportunity to say a few words. My name is Tukir Kataria, and I am very proud to be living in Beavers, the most multicultural and diverse part of our city. Growing up in this port, I have seen the Sikh community grow, and the Sikh contribution to our community as a whole, not only in this port but the whole of Southampton, are some examples: the Sikh Seva, the langar, and the feeding the homeless, and those who are not privileged to get a correct meal. The Sikh community has also helped all community, regardless of faith, culture, religion, and creed. And most of all, it is helping anybody from any culture. It is something to be proud of, and I feel really proud. John Rose, who has had him passed away, my condolences to his family and the family of Dale Singh. They have also built bridges with all communities: Sikh, Muslim, Hindu, Jews, Christians, and people of non-faith. And I'd like to give my condolences to their family as well. Love to the young, Vaisakhi, and Khush Raho, Abad Raho. Thank you very much.
Hampshire Fire here, we'd like to...
Sasekar on Rashid Rora, representing the Muslim Council of Southampton Village Mosque, and I'm also a member of the Southampton Council of Faith, so you've got someone who's represented quite a few people. I'd like to say congratulations, it's a big turnout despite the weather, and I hope everyone has a fabulous day. Thank you.
Ambulance services here, would we like to give this
I'd just like to say thank you very much for allowing us to be a part of your special day. Part of living in Southampton, and the thing I love most about living here, is the diversity and the different cultures, and how we all live together under one roof. So thank you very much for allowing us to be part of your day, and I won't say too much because I know the rain's coming down. Thank you very much.
ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ। ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਦਿਨ ਵੀ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਵੇ, ਪਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਗਿਵ ਅਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ। ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣੇ ਆ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਸਵਾਰੀ, ਪੰਜਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਇੱਕੋ ਰਸਤਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਲੋਰੀ ਆਉਣ ਤੱਕ, ਥੋੜਾ ਰਾਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਈਡ ਤੇ ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹਾ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ। ਸਾਰੇ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਆਪਣੀ ਡਿਊਟੀ ਨਿਭਾਉਣ, ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਰਸਤਾ ਬਣਾਉਣ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਹੋਰ ਰਿਜੈਕਟਾਂ ਲੈਣੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਟਰਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਜੋ ਉੱਥੇ ਟਰਾਲੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਰਿਜੈਕਟਾਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰੋ। ਤਾਂ ਰਸਤੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਜੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਸਪਲਿਨ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ, ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ। ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਟਰੱਸਟ ਦੇ ਲੱਖ ਲੱਖ ਵਧਾਈ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ। ਨਾਲ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਟੀਵੀ ਚੈਨਲ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਹਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਇਕੱਠਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਡਿਸਪਲਿਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਰਾਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਰਸਤਾ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Much we get up there. But the thing is, it depends on the actor that has
Purja purja pat mare